it's enough. So at the end, I would like to present you the ongoing Erasmus Plus project. It's called BoostDigiCulture, Upskilling Cultural Institution and Professionals for Digital Era. So as you see, the project is started in February this year. It will be going on until February 2024. So we are, we can say, in the first phases of the project. It involves 6 partners from Germany, Cyprus, Portugal, Greece, Italy, Croatia, and Cyprus. No, Portugal, I forget somebody, but nonetheless, you see the list of the partners. And idea from the project came from the situation that we had for the last year. This is COVID pandemia. COVID pandemia influenced cultural heritage sector. They were forced to close. They were forced to switch to digital immediately. So basically, this came idea for the project from Stiftung Digital Chancen, which is German partner and coordinator of this project. So what was the idea? The idea was to start and to develop some framework and with educational resources and best practices that can be used and shared by cultural heritage sector and professionals, basically from small and medium-sized institutions, and they will help them to upskill their digital knowledge, and they will help him to improve their digital work or work in digital environment. So basically, this is some major goals or major ideas that run the project, and it was the impact that we want to reach. As you see, the first is enhance the capacity of cultural professionals in implementing digital culture in their institution and in their everyday work. Promote awareness of the importance of digital literacy and digital readiness in cultural professional sector and in cultural institutions. To try to design and implement some tools and some materials that can actually help them in their everyday work, and which will help them to improve their digital skills and support cultural heritage professionals in develop their own online institutional offerings, to start new services and to implement as much digital tools in their work. And this is the 4 activities, 4 working packages that we are dealing with. The one is building digital culture e-learning platform for digital cultural affinity spaces. One is to prepare a professional digital competence profile. Then the third one is preparing micro-skilling, upskilling program, and to prepare or develop some self-assessment tool. So this is for this 2 years. This is for goals for outcomes that we want to achieve. And the basis for this achievement, we already finished one step. It was actually in the portfolio of Icarus Croatia, and this is framework. And what is the basis for all the work we done? This is European Digital Competence Framework for Citizens Profile. It already had 2nd edition. The first one is 2013. And now they already have some upgrading. So this is the profile that we start to build on for this heritage sector and cultural sector. What was in this profile? They already set us some basis. So it was 5 areas and of digital competencies and 21 competencies. So this is some basis that we start to research on. And also they offer some proficiency levels of where are you skills of every professionals everybody can assess. So what we have to do in this project, in the beginning, the first step was to make this profile. What we do, we start from this competence framework that was already here. First step was to find out what is already going on in this sector, because since this profile was presented to the public, there are many projects which are dealing with implementing these competencies in their sectors, in education, in cultural institutions, in libraries, in museums, in various other sectors. So we firstly go to and study all the already going projects or materials which are already done in implementing this framework in their sectors. And then second step in preparing this professional digital competencies profile, the name is long, sorry, so PDP is shorter, was to form the focus groups in each country, and our partners work and study with these focus groups these 25 areas and 21 competencies. And we wanted to find out what is of importance of cultural professionals or heritage professionals. So basically working with focus groups give us insight from these 5 areas and 21 competencies, what is most important from professionals coming from cultural heritage sector. These focus groups were made from people from archives, library, cultural centers, museums, etc. And this is the results, and we make this study. It was, as I said, conducted, this work package was in Icarus, Croatia, list of what to do. It was done by our colleague Anna Vukadin, she's librarian, and we just finished it. It will be 30 pages, and it will be now published in the web page of the projects. So this is the areas and competencies that cultural sector professionals selected as important from them. As you see, information and data literacy, communication and collaboration, and digital content creation. So among this big profile, they go and reach these areas and these competencies, which is the most important for them. So as I said, this research and this material will be available online, and next steps now for us is to implement in this e-learning platform that we are preparing. This is in charge of Information Hive. This is our partner from Greece. They're in charge for technically preparing this e-learning platform. And now the content of this courses in the platform will be focused on these areas that were selected here. And for each of these areas and competencies, it will be some e-learning tools, some online course that everybody can free go to and work with this and try to upskill its own competencies. So this is from the project actually that we did so far. Hopefully, the call is open to include all interested in our focus groups. We plan to ask people to include in focus groups for every step, so for every of these working packages, also to test this tool and to set this material that we prepare. So we are very open for everybody who is interested to join. And hopefully we are planning to put it online and to be publicly available and to include everybody interested in these activities. So this is from us. And also I'm sorry, I was forgetting in the beginning to say thanks to Icarus Croatia members who are involving, who are dealing with this material, especially from my colleague Ivana Čurik. She is our communication officer and she prepared this material and this presentation. So our team, together with other teams from these countries, will continue, and hopefully in these 2 years we will produce all these things that we are planned to produce. So thank you very much.